Yeah, show that off.
So I had this made by a local guy, your guys' senior year, and I forgot that I even had it. So like I was like, oh man, bring it out for the boys, and then I'm like, no, that's kind of tacky, but that's all the families that get together with Rainier and do the fundraiser. Mm-hmm. They still do it. Everybody's still doing it. And I hope you guys are able to make it. If you're sticking around the area or you're around the area when the fundraiser's around, man, you guys would be so impressionable amongst those young kids. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the parents are gonna drool and stuff too, but we'll leave those moms out of it. But hey, so you guys just got back from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. What were you doing in North Carolina?
Yeah, so we just came back from the USA Academy. USA Rugby is fully based down there in Charlotte now. But yeah, it was just like 8 weeks, right? Full-time training environment. Basically all these guys were, so I think the young guys over there, so they were a couple of 19-year-olds, so they're
young guys 19 to you.
So
now,
so those guys,
I love this.
Yeah, so those guys, they're kind of viewing for the next U20 wave. So those were those prospects, and then the rest, it was basically like a under 23, a little guy, couple guys over that age group, but it's like guys that just graduated college, and went through the job for MLR guys that just finished the first year. So it was cool. We had all the top 3 picks there. A lot of guys got to experience the draft there. They watched it from the academy. So it was good. Meeting guys from different schools. I think the biggest one for us that really helped was meeting all the guys that just got done with their first year in the league. We were really close with. Yeah. Shout out Jaja Nakumbwa from Chicago Hounds. That's our boy.
Nice.
Yeah, that guy gave us a lot of insight of what the league's like.
He thinks so too.
The Hounds agree.
Yeah,
the Hounds agree.
But it was just we talked about the USA Hawks. Basically, that was coaching staff. You had Elvis. He played for Manu Samoa.
Yeah, hold on. Let's touch on the Hawks thing. They're no longer the Falcons, right?
No, so the Falcons are still a thing. The Hawks is kind of like the U23s now.
Okay.
So they'll loan out. MLR teams will loan out the young players that might not be getting playing time, but they need them to continue playing. So it's those guys, and then U20 kids that are on the rise. So that's what that Hawks program is. It's just a big focus on developing the young talent. So that's what that team is. But yeah, same coaching staff was at the academy. Brendan Keane and then Coach Neitz from South Africa. But yeah, those guys were top notch. Learned a lot. It was just
very cool.
Yeah, awesome to just be able to focus on rugby for 2 months straight. Never got to do that. Mm-hmm. Had school on top of that, but just focusing on the game. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was awesome. I don't know if Marcus has anything else to say about it.
Oh no, Jonah killed it. It was just a great experience. Good opportunity to get your name in front of some big name coaches and show your game off. It was just cool. And then the bond we built with a bunch of those boys, like Jonah was saying, was pretty unreal. In 2 months, it was heartbreaking to leave. All the whole week's leading up. I can't wait to go home. Miss it. And then me and Jonah see each other a week after being home. We're like, dude, I want to go back to North Carolina.
Right? the bonds that are probably made.
Well, it's cool. Yeah. A lot of the coaches that coach down there, they see other players, but they watch their game film. Mm-hmm. They can see you guys in person, man. It's watching the live version. It's I'd rather watch the live version than the taped version. So it's good that you guys got down there to show them, and versus having them go out and try to find somebody or never hear somebody. Mm-hmm. You guys got to do that firsthand, which is.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great experience, for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. You guys got some more questions for him?
So let's go, Marcus. Speaking of Dallas and MLR draft day, tell us about your draft day and how your mindset, your nerves and how it was being there and live in person. You know, whether you're scared that you weren't going to get drafted, or you know where you were going to go, or what city you were going to go to. Kind of just run through your mindset and just kind of let us know what you were thinking.
Yeah, so the whole process was kind of nerve-wracking and just pretty stressful. I think all the boys can say it was pretty stressful. The first real step was going to the Rugby Shield, which is, you know, the little collegiate combine. Mm-hmm. And that's the first time you really get to put your name out in front of GMs and stuff. So that was a big part of my draft process, was being able to actually talk to coaches firsthand. And so pretty much how it worked was, obviously the first round was there in person. And they send you an email saying, if you're a first round, we're going to, you know, send you out to the draft so you can be there for the production. We're going to call you sometime this weekend if you're a first round. But everyone gets that entered the draft. So that whole weekend, you know, just waking up early, staying up late because you're just thinking about it, and then waking up early because they're on the East Coast, so they're 3 hours ahead, just waiting for the call. So that whole weekend was just stressful leading up to the draft. And then on Monday, my phone rings and it says, you know, the guy's name. And I was like, oh. That was the first time, you know, it was pretty exciting to know you were guaranteed in the first round. It was just a huge blessing for us. I ran out to my mom in my underwear. I was like, I just got the call. She's like, you got the call.
This will be on MLR Films.
Actually, it wasn't that part, but I did like repost the reaction that your parents had when you got it, which everybody was like, your family's so supportive, man.
Yeah, it's awesome to have their backing. It's a real big blessing. But yeah, so that was Monday. They gave me the call. So that means Tuesday they're flying us out that next day. So, and that was also the week before we leave for the academy. So I had to pack for 2 months worth of stuff that moment. So I was packing. Was really excited. Just, you know.
Yeah, it's probably easy to forget your socks at that moment.
Crazy experience. And then you get to the hotel down the way. It was in Austin, Texas. And so I got there Tuesday night. And it's just, they set up a pretty cool experience for us. And then Wednesday's actual draft recording, and then Thursday they played it on TV. So that real draft day was real exciting. You know, go to downstairs and you see the rest of the boys, and you're like, oh, you know, your first round too is a bunch of boys you know from the Shield or some past experiences. So you're like, you know, congrats everybody. And then the actual draft day, it was a pretty long day, but it was fun. You know, the first couple hours were just promotions for the league. So we recorded some videos, and obviously, that's my first time doing anything like that. So it was pretty crazy to do that as well.
Surreal, man.
Yeah. And then do the interviews.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And then we do the interviews and all that. And then we went inside to actual draft production. That's when they did it for real, like name calling and stuff. And to be honest, I had no idea I was going to Dallas. If you would have asked me, I would have never thought I was going to Dallas. So to hear your name called pretty early was just a pretty big moment, and it was just so surreal to be there. And, you know, God blessed us, God bless our family, and it was just good to be there. And after that, straight on a plane that next Thursday to NC, like he said, and we watched the draft with all the boys. And it was cool to see all the other boys too that, you know, weren't there, to watch them get drafted, see their names get called, and see their excitement as well. It was just a big moment for a bunch of us young guys entering the league, so it was pretty cool.
The pioneers. Yeah. You're the pioneers, bro. Making a statement.
Speaking of which, and I want to ask you this both, but I'll start with you, Marques, on this. So what do you hope to accomplish with Dallas? Being that they were, you know, won 2 games, which is a step in the right direction. What do you hope to accomplish there?